Hey everyone, I'm Matthew, and welcome to my coach about top 25 picks for week 13 almost done. Thanks to CBS, I'm using their website for this instead of like the NCAA one, so thanks for that. And yeah, let's just into it. Big blow up first, Ole Miss. As you say, Ole Miss is gonna win this one easily, I think. This is just very good. Found their coach for every anything out, but I don't think so. Give me Lane Kiffin and the Webs. I am in Nebraska. If you watch this game willingly, I am concerned for your mental health, as this game will have really no offense. Um, I'm going for Nebraska here just purely because in my preseason I said I think Nebraska would make a bowl game, and they probably won't if they lose this. And they could, like, if there's an outside chance, I don't think so. I mean, I do think it's a better team, I do think I will win, but just purely because I need Nebraska to make a bowl game so I look like good in my preseason, like, hot takes video I did, I'm gonna say Nebraska gets the win with field goals and defense. Up next, TCU and Oklahoma. TCU, needs to want to get more eligible. Can they do it? Probably not, as they head to Oklahoma to face Oklahoma, who still things like they could make the Big 12 game to see losses by Oklahoma State and K-State. From what I think, at least, from what I hear. I think Oklahoma's going to win this easily. Sounds like Dylan Gabriel should play, which will be a big help for them. And the TCU last year was a hell of a one, but just not have it anymore. So give me Oklahoma to win easily. UTSA sounds like their head coach, whose name I just can't think of right now. I think, oh yeah, Jeff Taylor, I think it is. Sounds like he could be the head coach with A&M next year, so that's interesting. And big game here for the American. Winner probably makes, actually Winner does make the conference title game. I believe as though for undefeated in American play, if I'm not mistaken. I could be. But yeah, Tulane as of now still has the inside track to make the New Year's Six as the G5 representative. But I think the Wolverines are going to put up a tough fight. But Michael Pratt and Tulane, not as good as last year they've been cooking though. I think they can cook up some more magic to escape with a close win over the Wolverines. Give me Tulane to win, the Green Wave. Next, Missouri and Arkansas. Missouri's gave out their top corner, a top 100 pick this year, it sounds like. I saw it earlier by Pete Damo. It doesn't matter. Missouri should win this one easily. Survived the scale last week against Florida, They won this game last year to make a bowl game. This year, they're going to win this game to make a New Year's Six. Brady Cook's going to cook. Schrader's going to dice them up like usual because he's a great running back for the Tigers. As I have Mizzou winning easily over the Hogs. Because Arkansas, they've shown improvement, they're still not very good. I mean, hell, they lost the game 7-3 this year. Alrighty, up next, Penn State and Michigan State. From Ford Field, where the Lions will play tomorrow on Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to y'all, by the way. Penn State wins this, they're going to make a New Year's Six. It's just a matter of who they will play in the New Year's Six. Michigan State, they're going to put up a tough fight. Obviously, Rivalry game, they're going to win, but there's obvious reasons why they move this game to Ford Field every game deal. Penn State's going to win easily. Drew Al will he play? I don't know, but it's a matter of that Penn State defense will be the difference no matter what. It's going to shut down any offense by Smarty all day. And if Penn State has to put in Fibula, then Soviet will do enough to get them to win. Yeah, so I see Penn State makes it easily just a matter of who they play in the bowl game. Up next, Texas Tech and Texas from DKR. Funny how people thought Texas Tech was a Big 12 dark horse to win the Big 12 preseason. LMAO at them. But rival game, Tech obviously won the door last year in Lubbock. There's a long one to look for revenge, and I think Texas will get, just like against Iowa State, like really let Tech stay. Big 12 officials gonna be like, can the officiating screw over Texas in this rival game like it did Oklahoma at Bedlam? I don't think Texas lets it get to that point. I think Baxter feels he can step up in Brooks' absence as running back, and Eels does enough to win. So give me Texas hook 'em horns to win. Up next, the game formerly known as the Silver Bowl, Oregon State and Oregon. Win by Oregon clinches the Pac-12 title, clinches the trip to Las Vegas to play Washington in a Pac-12 title game, which I see happening, so I have the Ducks winning, but the Beavs won the matchup last year in Corvallis, and they have nothing more but to knock the Ducks out of the Pac-12 title game. If Arizona beats ASU, which I don't get, is how Oregon can miss the Pac-12 title game. Like, they'd have two conference losses, so Arizona, Oregon would have beaten, would have beaten USC, who Arizona beat. I get Arizona beat, they both lost to Washington, and I get Arizona beats Oregon State if Oregon loses to Oregon State, but they beat the common opponent, so like, how does Arizona get the tiebreaker? both beat Utah. It doesn't make sense. Both beat Colorado. It doesn't make sense to me. And Oregon beat USC. Like, it doesn't make sense. But yeah, I think the Beavers are gonna keep it close. I think they'll play a slow, physical plan for what Oregon's made. Oregon's made. Dealing's made Oregon the SEC of the West Coast. Big, tough, physical team. Not giving up for the Beavs as Jonathan Smith might leave for that MSU job I'm feeling. So yeah, I think Beavs keep it close, emotional rivalry game, but Oregon gets the platypus trophy. Up next, Georgia. Oh, that's it. So this one's in overtime. Ohio State, Michigan in the game. Obviously gonna be a hell of a game. It always is. How much will Michigan's sign stealing have helped is the question, and that's at Buckeye fans something a little. But like I say, Michigan's the more physical team, the more tough team than Ohio State, much to Ryan Day's chagrin. As I believe Michigan comes off more physical. I think they run the ball down their throats, down Ohio State's throats. And I don't think it. I think Ohio State keep it close. With Marvin Harrison on the outside, against Michigan's DBs, but it's not gonna be enough. Michigan, even if the science team shows they didn't need that to beat the Buckeyes, and Ryan Day will feel the hot seat. In my opinion, that gets to give me Michigan to win as they continues to heat up as he drops the throw straight to the Wolverines. Up next, A&M and LSU. LSU should win this easily. Jaden Daniels, they're the biggest Oregon State fans to try and give him the Heisman over Bo Nix. I think Daniels sets the big numbers in an LSU win, but no, not sure if it's enough to get the Heisman, and if Nix an opportunity next week in Vegas as I have. Kentucky, excuse me, and Louisville next. Super Bowl for Kentucky this year. Obviously, season's gone off so long. Like I said, Louisville's not gonna make the college football playoff. I'm sorry, they're just not. Even if they went out, FSU losing shots. But we'll talk more about that in a second. But lost if it's gonna hold them back no matter what happens. I don't see a world in which Louisville makes the playoff. Kentucky could play spoilers here, much like they did 2016 with Lamar Jackson. I think it'll be a close, emotional rivalry game, but I think Jeff Brom's got the Cardinals on the right track. The only question is it a one-year wonder or not? So give me Louisville to win. Territory Cup, Arizona State. Arizona's good, Arizona State's not. Wildcats win. Auburn, Alabama up next. Auburn lost last week to New Mexico State, paid them almost $2 million to come and beat them. That's cool. Bama, meanwhile, just beat up on Chattanooga. Doesn't really matter, but obviously Jordan Hale can always keep it close. Hell, Brian Austin kept it close a couple years ago. So again, I think it's a close game. I'm not a betting man, but I'd take Auburn with the points this weekend to keep it close, but not enough. Alabama wins. BYU, Oklahoma State. We won last against Houston. I think the Pokes find a way to win and possibly make the Big 12 championship game. If my knowledge of the tiebreakers in the Big 12 is correct, give me Oklahoma State to win. So I'm trying to speed through this. I'm not feeling well, if you can tell, so I apologize. Liberty, UTEP. Liberty's 11-0. UTEP's not 3-8. I'm going to the team that's 11-0. Nice to see Liberty ranked, by the way. Liberty wins. Vandy, Tennessee. Tennessee still should not be ranked after they've been embarrassed the past 2 weeks, but they are, and they'll win this week to get an 8-win season. Give me the Vols. Alright, here's the I want to talk about talking about Washington and FSU. Washington should be ahead of FSU as of now. Washington is the better team with their quarterback healthy. Obviously, Jordan Travis injury, you hate to see it. You always hate to see a player against this guy like him. You just hate to see how that's how his career ends. Because you have him getting back to prominence. But Washington, if you ask me, is a better team than FSU. They should be ranked ahead. And I'll be honest, come playoff selection, let's say FSU's 13-0 ACC champions, which I'm not sure if I see that happening. Wait and see. Let's just say that happens. You're telling me, okay, so Georgia, Alabama, who wins that's going to get in the SEC. Michigan, Ohio State, unless they beat Iowa, is going to get in, so that's 2. Winner of the Pac-12, will it be Washington or Oregon, they will get in. Then Texas should get in if they won the Big 12, because I believe Texas would beat FSU on each field. It should be, I guess you have to honor it. We don't have to honor what FSU's done. They've had a good year. They've been undefeated, but I think those 4 teams would give a better shot and a more real national championship than FSU. Now the Knowles, obviously, if you're 13, we're gonna make it in, but you have to see if they survive first. I'm just talking about this because these are right next to each other, Washington and Oregon. But yeah, Apple Cup, last one in the Pac-12, they continue to play, which you like to see. Conference realignment doesn't take a rivalry away. Cougars are on a spiral. They're gonna put up a fight, but not enough. Washington wins. Man, under the lights at the Swamp, Florida State and Florida played a hell of a game last year at the Doak. Some questionable officiating, but um, I'm going with the Gators in this one. I just nothing against what they go in the nose. I know it might sound like that, but I just that's just a big injury. You gotta think like the emotional toll it'll take on the team this week. You know, it's a rivalry game. Emotions are gonna be high. Losing your quarterback. You know, and the games that come out motivated, they know they can ruin FSU's season. And they want to make a bowl game. I mean, hell, they almost beat Missouri last week, and that wasn't even a rivalry game. Not, you know, like, SEC team. It's like not high much. This is going to be a high emotion. Swamp's going to be rocking. And the Knowles about to go back, that's going to be an emotional toll on them. So I think the Gators pull off the upset. They knock out the number 5 team in the country. Give me the Gators. Notre Dame and Stanford up next. Notre Dame wins it. I don't think you need to spend much more time on this. Clemson and South Carolina. Gamecocks last year got some preseason hype after knocking off Clemson and Tennessee back-to-back weeks. I think Clemson comes out here and gets revenge, keeps South Carolina a bowl game. Like I say, Dallas got the Tigers on the right track. I've picked them the past 2 times that they've been featured in these videos. Been good on them. Clemson's let me down. Tigers at least seem to get back on track towards the end of this year. Give me Dabo and the Tigers to win. Georgia Tech. Georgia blows them out. Just the only question is, you know, like Kosovac, you know, Brock Bowers. Like, how does Brock Bowers look health-wise for Atlanta next week? Which actually is at Atlanta this week, funny enough. But yeah, Georgia wins this easily. I have a K-State up next. You know, honestly, get the close nothing against Texas. Don't see it happening this week. K-State wins it. And finally, the Tobacco Bowl rivalry. Looking at NC State, I actually have a buddy who's going to this game as an NC State fan. Could be close now. See, these games are always an underrated rivalry because always usually a fun game when I catch it. I like the pack in this one, just North Carolina, you know, like Drake May, Tez Walker, or just NC State seems to have Mac Brown's number. I'm not gonna lie, over the past couple of years. But I remember, I just feel like the Wolfpack are winning more. They have home field. I'm gonna go with the Wolfpack. So yeah, that's it for this week. I just have to keep it like kind of short and it fell flush. Just I'm not feeling well. So I'll catch you guys later, guys.